Make today iconic. What's up, guys? It's Upcome Sports, back with another realistic rebuild here on my channel. In this one, we're doing the Atlanta Hawks with Trae Young. It was the most requested video in the past. And here are the settings. You guys can pause the objectives if you like. Pretty much, we're going to try to find a trade partner for Schroeder. I have a couple of teams in mind, maybe Phoenix, Orlando, Indiana. Although they did draft Aaron Holiday, so we'll see what happens. We'll probably keep Schroeder for the first year, just so Trae Young can learn under him. I think Schroeder's a very good point guard. Here you can see all the stats for Trae Young, but yeah. Also, Atlanta has said that they're not going to rush into a trade for Dennis Schroeder. They don't have to. They're still rebuilding. And we've also got Werder on the team, or Herder, however you say it, from Maryland. People are saying he's going to be a splash bro with Trae Young, but who knows. We've also got Omari Spellman from Villanova. He'll be a good bench piece as well. Here's a rotation for the first year. Bazemore's probably going to opt into his player option, so Steph Curry wins MVP. This would be his third MVP. Marvin Bagley, Rookie of the Year. Chris Dunn, Most Improved. And Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. I doubt anyone made an All-NBA team from our team, but Trae Young was on the All-Rookie First Team as the sixth man, getting about 30 minutes per game, and we almost made the playoffs. I don't know how, but we were doing really good at the beginning of the season. We were actually like as high as the 5th seed, I believe, and then we just started going downhill, but that's good for us. We're still rebuilding. We should not make the playoffs. Dennis Schroeder had a pretty good season. We'll look for a trade partner probably before the NBA draft for him. Trae Young, very solid season as well. So did Herder. And yeah, we're going to just check out what happens in these playoffs and start rebuilding from here. So we actually have Dallas's top 5 protected pick, but they are going to be at 3, so we don't get it. So I'm going to do trade override for this trade for Dennis Schroeder because 2K is just always asking for too much for picks. And I think Phoenix really needs a point guard. The only point guard they got on their roster right now is Tyler Ulis and the always injured Brandon Knight. We're also going to throw them a second-round pick and a future first-round pick in 2020. I think this would complete their process. So with the 6th pick in the NBA draft, we are going to take Romeo Langford out of Indiana. And with the 11th pick, we are going to pick up a center, Bruno Fernando, out of Maryland, who was actually teammates with Kevin Werder in Maryland. So for this season, we have Trae Young, we've got John Collins, Taurean Prince, Romeo Langford, Kent Bazemore, Bruno Fernando, Rajon Rondo, Brandon Knight, Mari Spellman, and Plumlee. This season, we're probably not going to make the playoffs, but maybe if Trae Young goes off, we could make it as a 7th seed. So LeBron James wins MVP for the Cavs. Javon Quinterly, Rookie of the Year. Whiteside, Defensive Player of the Year for some reason, and the Rockets Coach of the Year. Let's see if anyone made an All-NBA team, and they did not, but we did make the playoffs. We were actually the 1 seed. I wasn't even paying attention when I was simming, so wow, the 1 seed winning 50 games in the East. All right, and the Celtics somehow were the 8th seed. This makes no sense. Like, I thought at best we could be the 7th, maybe the 6th seed, but I did not think we would be the 1 seed. Trae Young didn't even really go off like that. Like, those are pretty good numbers, but not MVP type numbers, so I don't really get it, but we'll see. So I don't know how we're up 3-1 on the Celtics in the first round. I was expecting to get swept. Like, this team that I've built is not even like in its prime. We're not even like built for championships, so I don't know what's happening. Yeah, I'll have to check out like the team stats. Maybe like we're really good at offense, or like, I don't know, maybe point differential. But yeah, this team's really stacked. Like, they have Blake Griffin now. I don't know how they pulled off an Al Horford for Blake Griffin trade. Again, we're up 3-1 on the Sixers this time. I don't get it. Like, I'm going to have to check out the team stats if we get to the finals or something, because something's off. Like, I don't know. This team is not in its prime, as I said. And this Sixers team and the Celtics team are really stacked. So, I don't know. I was not expecting this at all. I was expecting to be in the offseason right now, trying to get some picks or something. But as you can see, Trae Young's really been balling. So has Romeo Langford. And here in the conference finals, we are up 3-1 on the Magic. This I kind of expect, but I did not expect to meet the Magic in the conference finals, let alone get to the conference finals. So if we get to the finals here, this was really unexpected, really unplanned. But Trae Young's really been having a good playoff run, as I said before. And this Magic team's not really all that good. They've got Aaron Gordon, Jonathan Isaac, Mo Bamba, but... So I checked, and we were actually the best defensive team in the league. I don't know how, when we have Trae Young starting at point guard, and he can't really play defense, but... Maybe John Collins and Taurean Prince and Romeo Langford are good defenders, but I don't know how we're the best defense. We are playing the Rockets in the finals. They win game 1. I'm not really expecting to do much against the Rockets. Maybe we can win a game or two most. I heavily don't expect to win this series. And we are down 3-0 now. We're probably going to get swept. And we do get swept. Chris Paul is the finals MVP. Let's check out the stats. James Harden and Chris Paul didn't really score that much. So that top 5 protected pick from Dallas is actually the number 1 odds at the number 1 pick. And we dropped to 2 in the draft. And we are going to take Charles Bassey in this draft, number 2 overall. Just in case we strike out in free agency, then we'll have a good center to move forward with. So in this year, we didn't really go after any big name free agents. We just brought back the core: Trae Young, John Collins, Taurean Prince, Spellman, Bassey. Here's our rotation. We're just trying to improve and see what happens in this season. If last season we got the number 1 seed, then we should get it again, because we're going to be better. So Giannis wins MVP for the Milwaukee Bucks. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year for the Wizards, somehow starting over John Wall. And Lloyd Pierce, Coach of the Year for us, winning 63 games. Not bad. And let's see, no one got on the All-NBA team. We were the 1 seed again, so we just keep improving every season. Although I did not expect to be this good by the 3rd year, we are really good. I feel like we can get to the finals again and maybe take down the Rockets or the Warriors. We were playing the Pacers in the first round, so it'll be a tough matchup for sure. Trae Young averaging 21 points and 7 assists. Romeo Langford, 17 points per game. John Collins with a good season, and we're looking good. Let's see what happens. So we're up 3-0 on the Indiana Pacers here in the first round, which I expected, although I think they're going to win a game. Let's see if they do win a game or we close them out here. We do get the sweep on the Indiana Pacers. Trae Young with a big game. Romeo Langford also helping out, but this team's pretty good. They've got Oladipo, they've got Aaron Holiday. So we're up 3-1 on Chicago here in the second round. I expect to close them out in this game. Let's see if we can get it done. We're up big and we do close them out. Trae Young's been going off these playoffs, and so has Romeo Langford. Just got an all-around good bench as well. This Bulls team's not really that good. Captained by Lauri Markkanen and Zach LaVine. So here in the conference finals against the Sixers, something I expected. We are down 3-2 to them. This probably should have happened last season and not this season, but they're up big on us, and they're going to close us out here. Yeah, they're going to win in 6 games. So hopefully we will be back next season, but this team's really good. They got Embiid, Ben Simmons, Markelle Fultz, Zaire Smith. They've got all their pieces, so this team, we're going to have to go through them next season if we're going to get back to the finals And here are the stats. You guys can check it out if you want. They've also got Jalen Hands, who we got in last video with the Orlando Magic. And the Sixers end up winning the championship. So in free agency, Giannis is here, but we obviously aren't going to go after him. There's a couple of guys here I want to go after. Gordon Hayward, we're going to offer him $35 million a year. He's getting up there in age. If we give him this type of contract, he could surely accept it. Bradley Beal, he just got traded in this simulation from the Wizards. He's probably looking for his own team. Rudy Gobert also. Who knows what could happen in 3 years. He could go to any team, really, that's willing to pay him. So I did end up signing Rudy Gobert to up our defense, which was already the best in the league. We've got Trae Young, we've got John Collins, Basie, Taurean Prince, pretty much keeping the young core and just adding a big-time defender like Rudy Gobert. I'm hoping for the 1 seed again. Can we go for 3 1 seeds in a row and keep improving?
God, it's hard to think that he don't hear me. Hitting like that 30 on my jersey, man, I'm gifted. Whole lot of sixes, but I'm still like, hallelujah, 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 6 points.
So as you guys saw, Trae Young wins MVP of the league, averaging 24-9. We went 73-9, tying the Golden State Warriors record with Curry. And this is really ironic because a lot of people compare Trae Young to Steph Curry. And now we've got a Steph Curry who actually led the team to a 73-9 season as the MVP. What a season. It couldn't have gone any better for us. 73-9. Like, this team is special. We can play defense, which I would not have expected if you would have told me that Atlanta would be a great defensive team in the future, drafting Trae Young. Huge season from Trae. Great season from John Collins and Romeo Langford. Rudy Gobert had a pretty good season as well. So, here in the first round, we are playing the Chicago Bulls, and we're up 3-2. Let's see if we can close them out here, or we're going to a Game 7, which we really shouldn't be going to because we won 73 games, but we are going to a Game 7. I don't get 2K at all. Like, if we went 73-9, how did we just lose 3 games to the 8th-seeded Bulls? But we're just going to have to take care of business in Game 7. Hopefully, Trae Young can go off, and we'll see what happens. But looks like we have the lead here going into the 4th, and we're starting to separate a bit. We're playing good defense, and we should be taking the W, and we do. So, in 7 games, we do take down the Chicago Bulls. It should not have gone 7 games, but hey, we're in the next round. That's all that matters. So here in the second round, we're up against Orlando, and we're up 3-2 on them. See if we can close them out here in 6 games. I don't know why we're losing this many games after a historic season, but we do close them out in 6 games. And we'll be headed to the conference finals for the 3rd time in a row. 3 seasons in a row at the conference finals. Hopefully this time we can get to the finals. So I don't get 2K's logic. We're up 3-0 on the Celtics, which are a way better team than the Bulls and the Magic. But they don't get a game on us if we sweep them here, which we're probably going to do. We're up big on them, and we do close them out. We get the sweep on the Celtics, and we'll be going to the NBA Finals. 2K makes no sense, but hey, we're in the finals, so. So here in the NBA Finals, we're playing the Los Angeles Lakers, who we actually played in the Orlando Magic rebuild, but we are going to pick up a win here in Game 1. This team's pretty stacked. They've got Jimmy Butler, they've got Lonzo Ball, Ingram, Steven Adams. They've got a lot of good pieces. They do end up winning Game 2, so it's a 1-1 series right now. As you can see, we're still playing great defense. I don't know how, but they win Game 3. Nazaron Reed dropping 24 points. Trae Young's not really been having the best finals, so he needs to step it up. But we go down 3-1, which I did not want. But when you look at the box score, they're not even scoring high numbers. Their top scorer is getting 15 a game, but Let's see if we can pull up a 3-1 comeback. We've done it before. We've done it in this video. So if we can pull off another 3-1 comeback, that would be huge. Here, it looks like we are going to force a Game 5. Actually, a Game 6 we're going to force. This was Game 5. And it's a 3-2 series right now. Trae Young really needs to go off. He needs to be dropping 30 points. He's the MVP. He needs to put the team on his shoulders. Game 6. We need to win this to force a Game 7. And our defense is going to have to carry us for now. But we are up big, and we are going to force a Game 7. Trae Young with a huge game. Also Romeo Langford. Rudy Gobert playing defense, which is really what we need. Like, Jimmy Butler's only dropping 8 points. Like, if we can keep this up, we're going to win. Let's see what happens in Game 7. Do or die. Trae Young. Oh my God. We just took a 30-point lead. And it looks like we're going to win. We're up huge. And I'm still going to hop in to get some gameplay for you guys. So let's see what happens. This game's pretty much over. I'm just going to try to get some buckets with Trae. Let's see if we can get a quick bucket here. Give it to Trae. Where's Trae? Here he is in the corner. And give me an ISO. Let's see if we can shake this guy. Oh, skirt. Pull up. Trae's shot is wet. It's Curry level. Like, I don't usually make threes, so God, that was cash. Let's give it back to Trae. Actually, no, let's go get some action with Prince. I don't usually use Prince in 2K. Right to the rack. Oh my God. Let's check out Langford. Let's see if he's the Klay Thompson of this team. Skirt. Oh, that's green. And he missed it. Let's give it out. Get it out to Trae. Give me an ISO. Right past you. We're going to the rack. And we get blocked, but that's all right. Let's get it out. Trae for 3. Oh my God, that's cash. Imagine having to guard this man, play in and play out. And then with the defense that we have, like, he doesn't even have to worry about playing defense. We've got Gobert, we've got John Collins. Like, he just has to worry about getting the offense and facilitating. This is a dream team for Trae Young right here. They're double teaming Trae, but I'm not going to pass the ball. I'm not going to pass it. They can't guard me. They can't guard me with 3 players, so I'm just going to pull up. And the Atlanta Hawks are your NBA champions. This team is pretty much an exact copy of the Golden State Warriors before KD got there, but I'm going to let you guys check out the ceremony.
Like a champion, no TSA, hop on a jet, we gone.
So let's check out the stats. Mo Wagner was actually their leading scorer. When they have all this talent on the team, Jimmy Butler, Lonzo, Josh Hart, Steven Adams, Romeo, and Trae Young went off. Yeah, he was just cooking, and he had 33. So Trae Young is the Finals MVP. That's going to do it for the Atlanta rebuild. Let me know what you guys think of this team. Is this team exactly like the Golden State Warriors? Is this team good enough to win an NBA championship in real life? Is it possible for Atlanta to do this in 4 years? Also, let me know what video I should do next, what team I should do next. As always, thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more videos.